I'm going to do a brief tutorial on how to use the MySword Bible app. We'll start with navigation. The top left corner of the app is all about navigation. So if we click on the leftmost button there, we can choose between the different modules. So we have a Bible module, a commentary module, dictionary, notes, journals, and books. So let's look at a book. There we go. And move back the Bible. The next button over is where we choose the different translations. And finally, the third navigation button, and it doesn't quite look like a button, is the scripture reference. And if you click on that, you get the verse selector. And so using that, you can navigate. There are different styles. So there's the standard verse selector, and that's the one that I find it the easiest to use. But there's a dollar. The grid would probably be nice if you didn't have great vision, and if you just wanted to enter the text. Let's go back to standard though. Okay, the next button is the search tool, and we click on the magnifying glass there, and here we can search. First, we decide which translation to search from, and we can select the range. So let's look for Sabbath and the Pentateuch. We get a list of all of the verses where it's found, and if we click on View More, we can get a short, we can get the context a few verses ahead or behind, but it never leaves the search tool. But if we click on the verse reference here, that'll load that verse, actually the whole chapter, back into the Bible tool, and you're no longer in the search tool. The next button is the bookmarks button, and here this is great as you're reading. You can when you finish reading for the day, you can add a new bookmark, and you can go in there the next time and load it and remove it and make a new bookmark for wherever you left off. And the last button across the top is the highlight button. So let's highlight this. So you select the verse, you select the color, and if you want, you can select a range of verses. So starting at verse 8, and let's say we'll go to 10, and there we go. We've selected, we've highlighted the verses there. For navigation, when we're reading the Bible here, we can, if you double click on some white space, that'll get rid of the buttons. That'll take you into full screen mode, and so there's no buttons on the top and kind of faint buttons on the bottom. But this takes you into full screen mode, and to exit full screen mode, we click on some white space again, and we're back. And to load a dictionary reference, we'll click on here. These blue words are dictionary links, or if you have Strong's numbers, those work as links too. And so just click on one of those, and it loads the dictionary reference for it. And to navigate up and down, I usually just drag with my fingers, but you can also use the volume buttons to move up and down. And to switch between chapters, you can swipe left or right. So we'll go to the next chapter here. There you go. The last part is I'll cover the preferences and downloading new modules. To do that, we will, I have a hardware config button, but if menu button, but if you don't, you'll have three dots in a vertical line on your screen. You can click that, but here's the menu. That'll bring up the menu, and we'll go to download modules, and here you'll find a ton of Bibles, books, commentaries, in a bunch of different languages. So we'll look at English, and we'll just so you can see quite a selection here of different Bibles to choose from, and we can pick one, hit OK. So you can pick different commentaries and books, and when you're ready, you can just click the Start Downloading, and that will download and install whatever modules that you picked. And lastly, I'll quickly cover preferences. So clicking on the menu button again, you click on Preferences, and there's a whole slew of preferences, but the ones that are interesting, perhaps most interesting, are text size. So we can make our text larger or smaller, and you can pick the theme, and I have a special theme for reading at nighttime, so it's a darker background, but and not all of these buttons are going to be enabled if you have the free version, but yeah. So there's a whirlwind tour of the MySword Bible app. Thank you.